Okay, Sea of Monsters, Chapter 8, Part 2. I can statements. What can I do? What are we trying to do? We're trying to read closely to determine what the text says explicitly and implicitly and make logical inferences from it. Cite specific textual evidence when writing or speaking to support conclusions drawn from the text. Determine central ideas or themes of a text and analyze their development. Summarize the key supporting details and ideas. Standard 3, analyze how and why individuals, events, and ideas develop and interact over the course of a text. Okay, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever it is you're reading this. Here we go. So, what just happened? Percy was dreaming about Grover. Grover was in trouble, and so they have that empathy link, right? So, if Grover gets hurt, then Percy will also get hurt. I woke to a ship's whistle and a voice on the intercom, some guy with an Australian accent who sounded way too happy. Good morning, passengers. We'll be at sea all day today, mate. Excellent weather for the poolside mambo party. Don't forget $1 million bingo in the Kraken Lounge at 1 o'clock. And for our special guest, disemboweling practice on the promenade. I sat up in bed. What did he say? Tyson groaned, still half asleep. He was lying face down on the couch, his feet so far over the edge they were in the bathroom. The happy man said, "Bowling practice?" I hoped he was right, but then there was an urgent knock on the suite's interior door. Annabeth stuck her head in, her blonde hair in a rat's nest. Disemboweling practice? Once we were all dressed, we ventured out into the ship and were surprised to see other people. A dozen senior citizens were heading to breakfast. A dad was taking his kids to the pool for a morning swim. Crew members in crisp white uniforms strolled the deck, tipping their hats to the passengers. Nobody asked who we were. Nobody paid us much attention, but there was something wrong. As a family of swimmers passed us, the dad told his kids, "We're on a cruise. We are having fun." "Yes," his three kids said in unison, their expressions blank. "We are having a blast. We will swim in the pool." They wandered off. "Good morning," our crew member told us, his eyes glazed. "We are all enjoying ourselves aboard the Princess Andromeda. Have a nice day." He drifted away. "Percy, this is weird," Annabeth whispered. "They're all in some kind of a trance." Then we passed the cafeteria and saw our first monster. It was a hellhound, a black mastiff with its front paws up on the buffet line and its muzzle buried in the scrambled eggs. It must have been young because it was small compared to most, no bigger than a grizzly bear. Still, my blood turned cold. I'd almost gotten killed by one of those before. The weird thing was, a middle aged couple was standing in the buffet line right behind the devil dog, patiently waiting for their turn for the eggs. They didn't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary. "Not hungry anymore," Tyson murmured. Before Annabeth or I could reply, a reptilian voice came down from the corridor. "6 more joined yesterday." Annabeth gestured frantically toward the nearest hiding place, the woman's room, and all three of us ducked inside. I was so freaked out it didn't even occur to me to be embarrassed. Something, or more like two somethings, slithered past the bathroom door, making sounds like sandpaper against the carpet. "Yes," a second reptilian voice said. "He draws them. Soon we will be strong." The thing slithered into the cafeteria with a cold hissing that might have been snake laughter. Annabeth looked at me. "We have to get out of here." "You think I want to be in the girls' restroom?" "I mean the ship, Percy. We have to get off the ship." "Smells bad," Tyson agreed. "And dogs eat all the eggs. Annabeth is right. We must leave the restroom and ship." I shuddered. If Annabeth and Tyson were actually agreeing about something, I figured I'd better listen. Then I heard another voice outside, one that chilled me worse than any monsters. "Only a matter of time. Don't push me, Agrius." It was Luke. Beyond a doubt, I could never forget his voice. Just a matter of time for what? Kronos, or to defeat Percy again? "I'm not pushing you," another guy growled. His voice was deeper and even angrier than Luke's. "I'm just saying, if this gamble doesn't pay off." It'll pay off, Luke snapped. They'll take the bait. Now, come. We've got to get to the Admiralty suite and check on the casket. Their voices receded down the corridor. Tyson whimpered, Leave now? Annabeth and I exchanged looks and came to a silent agreement. We can't, I told Tyson. We have to find out what Luke is up to, Annabeth agreed. And if possible, we're going to beat him up, bind him in chains, and drag him to Mount Olympus.